In this video, we are going to talk about our net worth for October 2020. We will look at our assets, debts, and liabilities, and of course our progress to FIRE, also known as Financial Independence Retire Early. So stick around to see all of our details, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My wife and I are middle-class income earners working towards an initial FIRE goal of $1 million. If all goes according to plan, we will reach our goal by 2026. We try to keep our tracking system simple. To get your net worth, you take your assets minus your liabilities. So, everything you own minus everything you own. So for us, this is all of our investments and cash accounts, including our Roth IRAs, my 401k, my wife's 401a, savings and checking accounts, and also our homes. We exclude physical assets to maintain consistency and simplicity of tracking. Right now, the only liability we really owe is our mortgage. We had $40,000 of student debt, but quickly paid it down to get to the point where we are now. We own our cars outright, and we don't plan on buying new cars anytime soon, and if we do, the plan is to pay them in cash. We developed this spreadsheet and now offer a simplified version on Etsy. You just input your assets and debts at the end of every month, and the spreadsheet does the rest. The link is below if you want to check it out. So, October was a pretty slow month for us. The only major expenses we are seeing is expenses we are paying on our newly purchased van. A few months ago, we purchased a 2006 Ford Econoline van and are in the process of converting it into a camper van. With travel restrictions due to COVID, we decided that van life travel is better than no travel at all. We paid for the van in cash and we have been able to cash flow almost every expense. However, we have not been able to save as much into our investments accounts due to this. Looking back to last month, September 2020, our net worth was $200,729. Our net worth as of this month, October 2020, is $200,437. This is a 0.14% decrease from last month. We check in with our net worth once a month to see how our progress is going. In the past months, we have been seeing a steady increase. However, this month and last, it's been much slower, and we've even seen some decreases. Also, while we're at it, please remember to subscribe to see how our numbers will turn out next month. So there are a few reasons why we are seeing decreases. The first reason is COVID-19. Obviously, with its unpredictability and the rising cases in the United States, and its overall negative impacts on the economy, our portfolio has followed its trend downwards. The second reason could be the upcoming presidential election. There is always uncertainty in the market when there is a change of power, and this year is no different. Even though we aren't seeing huge gains like we were, we are still expecting to reach our $1 million goal by the end of 2026. In fact, if we see another dip in the next few weeks, we're going to be running towards the stock market and investing more instead of wavering and pulling out. Obviously, every month we want to see an increase, so this is a little disappointing, but we know that this is how the stock market works, and we should expect to see ebbs and flows. We are still able to cash flow the van and other expenses that popped up without pulling out of our savings, so overall we are happy. So let's take a closer look at these numbers. So for our assets, we start with the most liquid assets to our most illiquid. Liquid in this case means how easy it is to convert the asset to cash. So we start with cash held in our checking and savings accounts, then stocks held in our brokerage accounts at M1 Finance, then we have our IRA and Roth IRAs held at Vanguard, our employer-sponsored retirement accounts, our HSAs, and other investments, and then finally the value of our home. You can see slight changes in each of these accounts each month, so it is a great way to track which accounts are changing the most over time. Some of the biggest changes we've noticed were the overall cash held in our checking accounts and the values of our employer-sponsored plans, as these are the biggest accounts and are most affected by the changes in the stock market. Our assets for the month totaled $336,289. We have been consistent in our contributions, so we expect to see this steady overall increase in our assets. However, this is the first month we have seen our assets stand still overall. We are going to continue with our strategy of investing, and I'm sure we will see an increase over the next several months. So now let's look at our debts. Our total debts equal $135,852 for the month of October in 2020. In our debts, we include whatever the balance is on our credit cards and our mortgage. We pay off our credit cards every 2 weeks and have never held a balance. This way, we are never charged interest by the credit card companies. The only reason we have credit cards is for the protection from fraud and the added bonus of points. So in reality, the only debt we have is our home mortgage. We value our home at the price we purchased it for, which is $180,500. Even though the market value is significantly more, we don't actually know what we will get for it until we sell it. As of November 1st, 2020, we owe $135,827, so that means our equity on our home is at least $44,673. So our net worth totaled a decrease of $291 from last month, which equals a 0.14% decrease, so basically no change in our net worth from last month to this month. Next up, we always track our progress to financial independence, so let's take a closer look at that number. Our initial goal is to FIRE with a total net worth of $1 million by 2026. With this amount, we would achieve a lean FIRE and would be able to live comfortably, and we would still achieve this by investing and consistently hitting a savings rate of 50%, always paying ourselves first, building up our passive income through dividends, and being knowledgeable of the biggest and best tax benefits are just a few of the tools we are using to be successful in our financial independence journey. So as of now, we have a $200,437 net worth, which is 20.04% of our $1 million goal. Our 2020 goal is to have a net worth of $220,000. So make sure you subscribe to see if we get there by the end of the year. So check back next month to see where we were and keep an eye out for our spending and passive income videos in the next few weeks. Plus be sure to check out our products on Etsy. Please subscribe to our channel for more content and net worth updates. And as always, thank you for watching.